Very good morning, students. Welcome back to my channel. This series is for VVM preparation, and the topic we are doing is Indian contribution to science. Today we are going to discuss chapter number 9 and 10th, Ayurveda for life, health and well-being, a survey, and Nobel laureates of Indian origin. Before it, if you haven't subscribed my channel, then subscribe for more videos and also like and share. So let's start. Chapter number 9, Ayurveda for life, health and well-being, a survey. A classical text defines Ayurveda as a knowledge that describes the wholesome, unwholesome, happy, unhappy life, as well as that which informs what is wholesome and unwholesome for life and longevity. So जो आयुर्वेदा है वो हमें किस चीज़ के बारे में बताता है? एक ऐसी टेक्स्ट बुक है जिसके अंदर हम खुश कैसे रह सकते हैं, हेल्दी कैसे रह सकते हैं, अनहेल्दी के कारण क्या है, उन सभी के बारे में एक प्रॉपर नॉलेज गिवन है आयुर्वेदा में. Ayurveda aims to establish the highest level of health that a human being is capable of achieving, and its scope is not restricted to curing disease. जो आयुर्वेदा है वो हम जो हमारी हेल्थ है उसको कैसे प्रॉपर मेंटेन कर सकते हैं उसके बारे में भी उसके अंदर बहुत कुछ गिवन है. नॉट इवन कि हम डिजीज़ को क्योर कैसे कर सकते हैं, नहीं, कि हम अगर हम हेल्दी हैं उससे और ज़्यादा हम अपनी हेल्थ को ज़्यादा प्रॉपरली कैसे एस्टेब्लिश कर सकते हैं, दैट वाज गिवन. Health is a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being and not merely absence of disease or infirmity. अभी जो हेल्थ है इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आपको कोई डिजीज़ नहीं है, ये कोई हेल्दी होना नहीं होता. हेल्थ मीन्स दैट यू आर कंप्लीटली फिजिकल, दैट यू आर physically fit, mentally and socially you are fit. That person is known as healthy. Ayurveda also adds the spiritual dimension to health and points out that a human being is three-dimensional and needs to be healthy in body, mind and self. These are three dimensions of human beings, that is body, mind and self. Ayurveda states that human life rests on tripod of body, mind and self. जब ये तीनों चीज़ें हमारी रेगुलेट होंगी तभी हम हेल्दी होंगे. Ayurvedic text also advise that there are multiple approaches to healing that are prevalent in world and that we must examine and integrate the most effective methods to make a complete system of healing. जो आयुर्वेदा है उस आयुर्वेदा के टेक्स्ट में आपने काफ़ी ऐसे मेथड्स हैं, वेज हैं कि हम अपने आप को कैसे हमारी हेल्थ को मेंटेन करके रख सकते हैं. आयुर्वेदा डिफाइंस हेल्थ एज अ डायनेमिक बैलेंस ऑफ द इंटरनल एनवायरनमेंट दैट पॉसिबली इम्पार्ट्स द सेंस ऑर्गन्स, माइंड एंड द सेल्फ. Just like sun, moon and the wind maintain the balance of external environment, the body maintain itself by balancing anabolic, that is building up, and catabolic, breaking down activities by self-regulation. Got it? Ayurveda points out that the balance of inner environment can be maintained only by establishing harmony with the external environment. अभी आयुर्वेदा एक चीज़ और कहता है, हम हेल्दी तब रह सकते हैं जब हम एक्सटर्नल और इंटरनल एनवायरनमेंट के अंदर बैलेंस हो. बोथ एनवायरनमेंट्स आर इन बैलेंस. आयुर्वेदा प्रोक्लेम्स दैट ह्यूमन बीइंग इज एन एपिटोम ऑफ द यूनिवर्स. एपिटोम मीन्स एक तरह से आप प्रतीक कह सकते हो, सिंबल और एलिमेंट, साइन ऑफ द यूनिवर्स. एक तरह से we are the highest animals, organisms कह सकते हो आप. आयुर्वेदा डील्स विद बोथ प्रिवेंटिव एंड क्यूरेटिव मेडिसिन्स, कि कैसे बचाव किया जा सकता है और उनको कैसे ठीक किया जा सकता है. इट आल्सो इंक्लूड्स डिटॉक्सिफिकेशन एंड रिजुनवेटिव प्रोग्राम्स टू एनहेंस द स्ट्रेंथ एंड इम्यूनिटी ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल. डिटॉक्सीफाई मीन्स अपनी बॉडी को डिटॉक्सीफाई करना, मतलब टॉक्सिक्स को हमारी बॉडी से रिमूव करना. Every individual has to work out a diet plan based on constitution, activity and the state of digestive system. आपको पता है कि हमें हेल्दी रहने के लिए एक प्रॉपर डाइट लेनी चाहिए, तभी हम हेल्दी अपनी हेल्थ को मेंटेन करके रख सकते हैं. 5 एलिमेंट्स इन नेचर मेक अप द बॉडी दोज आर फिजिकल यूनिवर्स इज मेड अप ऑफ 5 ग्रेट एलिमेंट्स और पंचभूतास, जिसको हम पंचभूत महाभूत भी कहते हैं, विच आर symbolically represented by earth, water, fire, air and space. That is earth Prithvi, water is Aap, fire is Tejas, air Vayu and space is Akash. These are the 5 elements of human body. 5 elements organized dynamically into the 3 doshas in the body and govern anabolic and catabolic activities. 3 दोष कौन से हैं? 3 doshas are Vat, Pith and Kaph. Those are Vat, Pitta and Kaph that serve as a functional unit of the body. Kaph is combination of principles of earth and water and broadly represent anabolism. Whereas Pith is a combination of principle of water and fire, it represents transformation and catabolism. And Vat is combination of principles of wind and space. It represents regulation and control. So 3 dosh are Vat, Pitta and Kaph. Under the influence of 3 doshas and the digestive fire, Agni, the food that we eat is transformed into 7 structural components, that is dhatu, of the body, that is chyle, blood, muscle, fat, bone, marrow and reproductive tissue. That is जो हम खाना खाते हैं, that is converted into these 7 components, treating disease to restore health. In ancient time, how the disease were treated? Medicine, diet and behavior are the 3 essential components of Ayurvedic treatment. Not only the medicine, but along with medicine, diet and behavior are also the elements of Ayurvedic treatment. Medicine is internal or external, regulative or purificatory, and surgical or non-surgical. These are the types of medicines. Internal medication are formulated into various dosage forms like decoctions, medicated wines, pills, medicated ghee, medicated jam, herbal powders, incinerated ash, fresh juice and so on and so forth. These are some of the various dosage forms, like these are some of the medicines you can say. External treatment includes massage and different methods of oiling and fermentation. Ayurveda also advises to combine physical treatment with psychological and spiritual interventions like prayer, meditation, control of sense organs and the like. इसने आयुर्वेदा जो है वो सिर्फ ये नहीं कहता कि हम सिर्फ ट्रीट करें अपने आप को, बट वी नीड टू प्रे, meditate so that we can achieve a good health. Next chapter is Nobel laureates of Indian origin. Laureates are those persons which are awarded with prizes like Nobel Prize. First is Sir Ronald Rose. Ronald Rose was born in India in 1857 in Almora district, located in present-day Uttarakhand. His father was a general in the British Army in India. He discovered the presence of malarial parasite within a specific species of mosquito of genus Anopheles, that is female Anopheles जो है responsible होती है मलेरिया के लिए. He initially called them dapple wings. Rose made his crucial discovery while dissecting the stomach of a mosquito fed on the blood of a malarial victim. जो रोनाल्ड रोज थे उन्होंने हमें साइकिल, जो प्रॉपर साइकिल है, जो हमारा प्लाज्मोडियम है जो कंप्लीट करता है, उसके बारे में भी इन्होंने ही बताया था. इन 1902 रोज was awarded the Nobel Prize in Medicine for his remarkable work on malaria and was conferred knighthood as mark of his great contribution to the world of medicine. There are roads named after him in many Indian towns and cities. The regional infectious disease hospital at Hyderabad was named after him as Sir Ronald Rose Institute of Tropical and Communicable Disease in recognition of his services. So this is the name of the hospital. The building where he worked and actually discovered the malarial parasite located in this is Sukandrabad near the old Begumpet airport is a heritage site, and the road leading up to the building is named Sir Ronald Rose Road. This is the name of the road given to the specific road in India. After that, Sir C.V. Raman, that is Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman, full form of C.V. is Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman, was born on 7 November 1888 at Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu. His father Chandrasekhara Iyer was a lecturer in physics in a local college. His mother Prithvi was a homemaker. जो चंद्रशेखर वेंकटा रमन थे, he was born on 7th November 1888. When he was working as a professor, he got an invitation from England to attend a science conference. As the ship was sailing through the Mediterranean Sea, Raman had a doubt as to why the water was blue in color. So this doubt initiated his research on light. He found out by experiment that the sea looks blue because of the scattering effect of the sunlight. जब वो ट्रैवल कर रहे थे अक्रॉस द सी, तो उन्होंने देखा कि जो सी है वो ब्लू कलर का उन्हें अपीयर हो रहा है. तो उसका रीज़न को फाइंड आउट करने के लिए उन्होंने हमें एक नई चीज़ दी. तो उन्होंने एक नया एक्सपेरिमेंट के थ्रू हमें ये बताया कि जो ब्लू है सी का कलर, दैट इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ स्कैटरिंग इफेक्ट ऑफ सनलाइट. दिस डिस्कवरी इज कॉल्ड एज द रमन इफेक्ट. He was awarded with knighthood by the British Emperor in 1929. His discovery also got Sir Raman the Nobel Prize for Physics for the year 1930. He became the first Indian scientist to receive the Nobel Prize. Raman discovered the Raman effect on 28th February 1928. So, 28th February is celebrated as National Science Day in India. So, नेशनल साइंस डे कब आता है? दैट इज ऑन 28th February. क्यों? बिकॉज ऑन दिस डे आवर साइंटिस्ट C.V. Raman was awarded with Nobel Prize. Dr. Homi Bhabha and Dr. Vikram Sarabhai were his students. Sir C.V. Raman died on 21 November 1970. Subramanian Chandrasekhar was born on 19 October 1910 in Lahore. His father Chandrasekhara Subramanian Iyer was an officer in Indian Audits and Accounts Department. His mother Sita Lakshmi was woman of high intellectual attainments. Sir C.V. Raman, the first Indian to got Nobel Prize in Science, was his parental uncle. Subramanian Chandrasekhar is best known for his discovery of Chandrasekhar limit. चंद्रशेखर लिमिट के बारे के अकॉर्डिंग ही उन्हें जाना जाता है कि वजह से ही he showed that there is a maximum mass which can be supported against gravity by pressure made by the electrons and atomic nuclei. The value of this limit is about 1.44 times a solar mass. If the mass of a star exceeds this limit, the star would not become a white dwarf, but it will continue to collapse under the extreme pressure of gravitational force. उनकी जो चंद्रशेखर लिमिट थी, उसी लिमिट की वजह से ही हमारी जो साइंस है या फिर जो हमारे साइंटिस्ट है, दे आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द यू कैन से आवर celestial bodies, our planets, our space. The formulation of Chandrasekhar limit led to the discovery of neutron stars and black hole. Depending on mass, there are three possible final stages of a star, that is white dwarf, neutron star, and black hole. आपको पता है जब कोई स्टार, जब कोई एंड आता है उसका, जब वो ख़त्म होता है, देन इट कन्वर्ट्स इनटू अ ब्लैक होल, जिसकी डिस्कवरी अभी स्टिल है। जो ब्लैक होल है उसकी जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड है वो इतनी ज़्यादा होती है कि उसके अंदर से कोई लाइट एक्सकेप नहीं कर सकती, इसलिए उसका नाम ब्लैक होल दिया गया है। उसके अंदर जो भी चीज़ जाती है वो कभी बाहर नहीं आती, इवन द लाइट। Apart from the discovery of Chandrasekhar limit, major works done by Subramanian Chandrasekhara includes stellar dynamics, including the theory of Brownian movement, आपने पढ़ा होगा Brownian movement के बारे में, and the mathematical theory of black holes and many more. Subramanian Chandrasekhara was awarded jointly with the nuclear astrophysicist W.A. Fowler the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1883. 1983 में he was awarded with Nobel Prize in Physics. He died on 21st August 1995. Next is Hargobind Khorana. Hargobind Khorana was born on 9th January 1922 in a small village called Raipur in Punjab. Now it is Pakistan, and was the youngest of the 5 siblings. His father was a patwari and agriculture taxation clerk in British India. Dr. Khorana received the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1968 along with M.W. Nirenberg and R.W. Hole for the interpretation of genetic code, its function and protein synthesis के बारे में। जो डॉक्टर खुराना थे उन्होंने इसके बारे में डिस्कवरी की थी। ही वॉन न्यूमरस प्रेस्टिजियस अवार्ड्स इंक्लूडिंग द अल्बर्ट लाश्कर अवार्ड फॉर मेडिकल रिसर्च, नेशनल मेडल ऑफ साइंस एंड एलिस आइलैंड मेडल ऑफ ऑनर एंड सो ऑन। ही रिसीव्ड मैनी मेडल्स। नेक्स्ट इज वेंकटरामन रामाकृष्णन. Venkataraman Ramakrishnan was born in Chidambra, a small town in Kudlur district in Tamil Nadu in 1952. That is, he was born in 1952. His parents, C.V. Ramakrishnan and Raja Lakshmi, were lecturer in biochemistry at Maharaja Sayaji Rao University in Baroda, Gujarat. Venki, as he is popularly known. It was there he cracked the complex function and structure of ribosomes. उन्होंने ribosomes के बारे में बताया था. That is, ribosomes सेल के अंदर प्रेजेंट होते हैं. That is cell organelles which synthesize the protein. जो मेन फंक्शन होता है ribosomes का, that is synthesizing proteins, which fetched him Nobel Prize for Chemistry in 2009. जो राइबोसोम्स होते हैं दे आर प्रेजेंट ऑन एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम और दे कैन बी प्रेजेंट फ्रीली inside the cell. He became the 4th scientist of Indian origin to win a Nobel Prize after Dr. C.V. Raman, Hargobind Khorana and Subramanian Chandrasekhar. For his contribution to science, he was conferred with India's second highest civilian award, that is Padma Vibhushan, in 2010. Thank you for watching. This is chapter number 10, half. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos.